Good day everyone and welcome back to the Commonwealth Billiards Championship here. This is the final day of this championship. You are watching the Hayball category live. Shivam Arora from India against Jason Turon in this semi-final match. Winner of this match goes through to the final to verse the winner of Abdullah Hassan from Tanzania against Chandiga Caesar currently. So this is gonna be a crack of a match. Both these players, vast international experience, having some excellent performances recently in China on the Hayball table. We are streaming all the tables here at this tournament on WPALive.tv. So if you are looking to watch Hayball Table 2, that's Abdullah Hassan from Tanzania against Chandiga Caesar from Uganda. That is on WPALive.tv. All the other disciplines as well from this tournament currently being streamed on WPALive.tv. Yeah, this really promises to be a fantastic match. We saw Jason Turon and Shivam Arora breezing through the previous rounds. Jason Turon with a 9-5 victory over good friend Mohammad Reza Hassan from Malaysia, and Shivam Arora with a victory over Farah Osman Yusuf from Kenya. Jason Turon has won the leg, so he will be breaking in the first frame. That also means that if this goes to a decider, Jason Turon will be the player breaking in that decider. Managing to get a lot of power into that break and through that rack without much effort. As you have a look at this, look at that. Didn't put much effort in that, and look at the spread of the balls here. However, nothing potted, so open table for the incoming Shivam Arora. So solids in play for Shivam Arora from India. So three other disciplines in play at this tournament, except for Hayball. We have snooker, blackball, 10-ball. Those are the other disciplines other than Hayball being played at this tournament. So 4 disciplines under one roof. And what an amazing effort from our pool organization and WPA. And of course WPALive.tv, powered by 4 Cents, to bring us this fantastic broadcast and an amazing tournament thus far. Bringing you guys every shot, every match, and all the action live and on demand on that website. That's a nice looking shot from Shivam as he looks to make this clearance off Jason Turon's dry break, and that's what it's going to come down to. It's going to come down to mistakes now in this match. Both players very evenly matched. Both good friends off the table once again, but also good athletes on the table. Great respect for one another in this game. And so far this looking good from Shivam, so let's see how he decides to get on that 4-ball. Does he come across it, or does he play it into the opposite stripe pocket? Now he's just decided to land on it, but he's left it long. He has landed on the short side, so in a shot like that I'd rather be playing it from the opposite side. Shorter distance for the object ball to travel to the pocket. It's there, and we are playing on the Joy Q8 tables, as clothed with Lieber Win cloth, our sponsors for this event, our key sponsors for the Hayball side, Joy and Lieber Win. We have Predator sponsoring the Predator table, Simonis, Rassen, PNS, and United King Pool Tables, and of course Andy Cloth, our sponsors for the entire event. As we see Shivam missing that black ball to the corner, it was definitely possible to get that one in. So what has he left? Tehran now. And straight away taking care of that problem stripe that he had behind the black ball. And if you are looking for the other matches, every single table here being streamed at this tournament. All of the matches being streamed on WPAlive.tv. Head over there and you can find all the live action as well as the on-demand action as well, with some interviews with the players and some behind-the-scenes footage. That's WPAlive.tv, powered by 4Sense. Yeah, so that mistake from Jason Tehran brings Shivam back to the table, and he is able to convert that point. Shivam Arora now leading 1-0 over South Africa's Jason Tehran. As there you see a few clips from Shivam taking on those solids quite well. Not landing perfectly on that black first time around, but he was able to convert it in the end. This is a race to 9 single elimination tournament, so we started off with 16 players in each category, 16 men, 16 women for the hayball and for all the other events as well. And from there it was a straight knockout single elimination, and we will have the finals being played later on today, 3 p.m. local time for the ladies and 5:30 p.m. for the men. That is local time here in Mauritius, GMT +4. Shivam to break in the second frame. A lot of power also into that on. Jason Tehran picks up his cue and he is on the go. He'd be looking to quickly get that point back, as he did have a chance at the table in that previous frame. And I think he should have made that finish actually. Was not the toughest clearance, took care of the problem balls early. Now let us see what Jason can do. In Jason's first match in this tournament, he was able to make 3 quick finishes in around 10 minutes. That is the level that he can play at, and yeah, he's hot off his tour in China. He's there for about 2 or 3 months, did really well at the Joy event, finishing in the top 24. Played the Duya event as well, so played a couple of tournaments in China, did Jason, and doing really well in them. So Jason has hit his stride this year, playing some of the best Chinese pool that he has in a while. So really keen to see what he can do here. whether he can get this point on a board. And yeah, we look forward to a really great match between these two excellent players. And his opposition, Shivam Arora, also, I believe, coming top 36 or 48 at the Joy event. Key match there would be Shivam Arora overcoming Gareth Potts. One of the best matches Shivam Arora has played. So some amazing skill between these two players. So yeah, very evenly matched in my eyes. And if you are just joining us, welcome to the Commonwealth Billiards Championship here at the Revanala Attitude Hotel in Mauritius. And what an event this is, put together by the Malpool organization and WPA, of course. Tournament like this would not be possible without our key sponsors for this event. Rassen, PNS Cloth, United King Pool Tables, Andy Cloth, Predator Tables, Simonis Cloth, and of course the Joy Q8 table, sponsored to us by Joy, and that is clothed with Liber Win as well. And we have seen that the Joy tables with Liber Win on them, it's absolutely fantastic playing conditions. Yeah, he was trying to get a lot of action into that cue ball and slightly overhit that one into that center pocket. Yeah, both players not really settled. I'd say that miss from Shivam Arora on the black ball in the first frame tells me that he has not settled yet, and that miss as well from Jason. Has he left a gap? Shivam trying to get the cue ball behind the black ball, but it looks like he's actually left a gap on this two ball. And it's almost there. Look at that. Out of all the positions on the table, he left Jason with the only gap that was possible. Shivam to play the 15 on the 2 and leave him safe on the black ball, making use of the combination rule in Hayball. As long as you touch your ball first, you can pot your opponent's ball. That is a legal shot. Oh, what a hit that is. That is a clean hit. Very clean, direct hit off those cushions from Jason. Really hit that black ball almost full. Saw it going around the table, 3 or 4 cushions, almost going in the center, and then tracking towards that bottom left corner pocket. And currently on as well, we have our other semi-final match from the men's division in the Hayball category. That is Abdullah Hassan from Tanzania against Chandiga Caesar from Uganda. Caesar currently leading 1-0. That is on the Hayball Plus table, and that is live on WPALive.tv, along with all the other action. Oh, that's a nice shot from Jason coming in off the stripe. Jason equalizes at 1 apiece. Race to 9. This is a semi-final match here at the Commonwealth Billiards Championship. 100-minute time limit on these matches, on all the matches except for snooker. Players have 45 seconds per shot and 1 extension of 30 seconds per frame in the game of Hayball. Jason making a ball on the break on that occasion. And look at the black ball in as well. So Hayball rules black ball can come back onto the table, or Jason can choose to re-break. The break like this, I think he will choose to continue. Just spot the black ball and then continue, but it is his choice. So he has chosen to re-rack. He was not too happy with the layout. So although he did pot another ball, let's for example say he just pot the black ball, it's still in his favor. The choice still to him whether to continue or re-rack. So potting the black ball is an advantage to the player breaking, as it does count as a ball potted, even though it would come back onto the table, or player would have a chance to re-break if they choose to. So you should see Jason coming to the table now and breaking again in this third frame. Score currently 1-1, time ticking down, 83 minutes left to play in the semi-final. Has he made a ball? I don't think so. Legal break, open table, Shivam out of his seat. Every other table here at this tournament, well, all tables here at this tournament are currently being streamed. Those streams are on wpalive.tv. It is free to register and free to watch. So just make an account and then you have all the action right there on that website. That's every single table being streamed. If you are looking for the second Hayball table, it is called the Hayball Plus. And just click on that and you will see that table being streamed live there. And also, if you'd like to have a look at the other disciplines, as you can see, we have Kai Lakalu from South Africa playing on the 10-ball table. Craig Bauer next to him playing there as well. Senzo Gomede on the black ball table. So all those matches, all on wpalive.tv. So head over there, register. It's as simple as that. Free to register, even easier with your Google account, which is linked to your phone. And yeah, very easy to watch all the live action and the on-demand action as well from the matches that were played in the previous few days. Yeah, going to be interesting to see how Jason plans on getting that 5 and 6 into a better position. Gonna leave himself a nice angle on the 3 to get the cue ball back down table. And that's where he'd like to be, somewhere around there. Get the cue ball then into the 5 and 6. Let's see how he gets the pace. He has the line. Doesn't have the pace. He wanted that cue ball another 30 centimeters down table. So he's going to have to play a recovery shot now. Reroute. And that's what this game is all about. It's all about rerouting on the go. If you don't get perfect position, sometimes you have to change your route and find another way to get to that black ball, find another way to finish the current frame.
15 seconds.
Jason going 4 first, and how's the cue ball? Does he have a slight angle on this 2 to just force follow through for the 5 and 6? To me it looks like Yeah, it looks like he might have to go off the side cushion and then into the 5 and 6. No, too much angle on that. Could not see that from our camera angle, but yeah, you could see way too much angle on that to get into them from there. So it will be a tactical shot now from Jason. Try and get that 5 and 6 into better positions, as well as not give Shivam a good chance at the table. And there we go. So 5 near the pocket, 6 near the pocket. Really good shot from Jason, and yeah, that's a very clever shot. Have a look at where the 5 has gone. It's blocked the 14 down to the bottom left. That is a very, very clever shot from Jason Taron. So a lot of work on the table now for Shivam if he plans on making this finish and going ahead once again in this match. Yes, trying to go into the 14 from there, but way too much angle on that. He's looking at the bank on the 14. Gonna miss the double kiss. Yeah, to me it looked like the double kiss was on there, and so he pretty much smashed that one coming off the center pocket jaw. Shot. Brilliant shot from Shivam there to open the 11. Has gone a little bit too far. And you notice Jason played that 6 ball down in front of the black ball. That was a tactical move planned to block the path not only of the 14 stripe, but also the black ball into that bottom corner pocket. Yeah, no, that's an interesting shot. I don't think the 6 ball is potable from here, from the angle that we are looking at it. No, it's not. It's going to be tactical. Yeah, back in front of the pocket. Oh, he's going to use the white to pot the 6 and hide behind the black ball. What a shot this is from Shivam Arora. He needs that stripe to hold up, though. I don't know if that stripe is now potable into that corner, but what a shot that is. That is a brilliant, brilliant tactical shot, and yeah, shot of the match so far for me. Jason going 2 cushions. It's going to be close. 3 cushions. And just missing. So foul ball in hand for Shivam Arora. Ball in hand. Shivam Arora coming into Hayball as a snooker player. One of India's finest as well. So that explains the excellent cue action he has and technical abilities in the game. Jason Taron, a master of all cue sports. So both these players, a lot of experience in the world of cue sports. And a lot of experience now in the game of Hayball. I do think Jason has been playing Hayball slightly longer than Shivam, but in the time that Shivam has been playing. He's been playing a lot of international tournaments. I know he does play the Joy Station events, Super Tour and Division 1, plays the Joy Masters when he can. And it shows. It shows at the way both these players play this game. You can really see the match experience, international experience coming through in both these players. Yeah, that brilliant tactical shot from Shivam secured his second point as he takes the lead once again in this match against Jason Taron. This is a semi-final match, single elimination, straight knockout. Winner of this proceeding to the final, and we'll be playing the winner of Abdullah Hassan from Tanzania and Caesar Chandiga, which is currently on Hayball Plus, or the second Hayball table, and that is live on WPAlive.tv. Head over there for all the live action. It is free to register, free to watch, and all the current live tables and on-demand matches that have been played already.
India leading the match 2-1. India to break. Ball in hand. I'm running.
Having a look at digitalpool.com, that is where all the brackets are for this tournament except for snooker. Snooker is on the IBSF page. But digitalpool.com for all the brackets for this tournament. Just head over there and search for Commonwealth. You'll find 10-ball, black ball, and Hayball brackets for men and women. From Hayball TV2, we have Abdullah Hassan against Chandiga Caesar, and the score is 2-1 in favor of Chandiga Caesar, according to digitalpool.com. So we did see Shivam potting on that break, and he did check the rack before as well. Very important to do so, especially since we are using triangle racks now and not the template rack anymore. Very easy for a few gaps to be hiding within the rack, especially on the front 3 balls. You want those as tight as possible so you can get the power through the rack. It's not only the power, it's also the entire trajectory of where the balls are going to be going changes if the rack is loose. Yeah, good pot. Good pot from Shivam with the rest. And looking at this table now, this is looking like a possible first break and run of this match for Shivam. Needs to get good position on the 14. A little bit of an angle to play the black ball into the same pocket. So playing the 14, you want to just drift on the inside of the 7 if you can, even if you get a little kiss on it. You are okay. So have a look at this cue ball. It looks good. It's a tight angle. 14 looks to be frozen on that side cushion. But you are almost guaranteed natural position if you can hold that cue ball. You don't want it going past the 2 and the 4. So just gently. Oh, that's perfect. Absolutely perfect from Shivam Arora. looking set to take his third point as he leads Jason Taron 3 frames to 2 in this men's semi-final of the Hayball division here at the Commonwealth Billiard Championship, live from the Revanala Attitude Hotel in Mauritius. Excellent break and run from Shivam Arora. The shot with the rest, yeah, that was the one to get past the 3, make no mistake of that. And then of course the last 14 landing perfectly on the black ball. Very smooth cueing from Shivam.
South Africa to break. Ball in hand. Time running. Nickel break, one table.
Try break from Jason Taron will bring Shivam Arora to the table. Yeah, almost making the 12 in the top and the 4 in the side. Is he going to catch the 7 as well? Yes, what a shot that is. Nice little touch on the 7 coming off the top cushion to bring it out into play now from Shivam. Oh, what a shot that is. Oh, the confidence. The confidence is there now. That's also there. Some absolutely beautiful shots here from Shivam Arora. That's 3 rail shots in a row that he's taken on, and just coming short on that 6, but I think he is alright. That black ball still blocked to that lower left corner pocket for Taron if he decides to go for the finish now. But some fantastic shots from Shivam. Those 2 rail shots. Brilliant stuff from Shivam Arora. So that shot, Jason trying to leave that 9 in front of the 7, but he has left the pot on. As you can see, the 3 does go into the center. It's a very tough shot, but it does go. Yeah, he's going to be right behind this if the cue ball slows up. It comes down to this 3 ball now. That is a tough angle to get in to that center pocket. You have to know how small the pocket is from that angle. And it's there. Really good shot from Shivam now. This one to the center. It looks to me like if he follows the cue ball through, it is going to be making contact with the black ball. There are a few ways he could play this to land on the black ball. Let's see the way he does. Yeah, I was always heading towards there. And the finest of touches on that black ball, so didn't release it from that side cushion. Now what shot is he looking at? Is he looking at the cross bank to the right center pocket where the 9 ball is? I think he is. No, it's not there. It's not there. Leaves that black ball right in front of the center pocket, but he's going to be coming to the table snookered. Guaranteed Jason's going to play one of those stripes at the bottom, open them up and snooker Shivam at the same time. Yeah, he's looking at it, but it's a tough one to get right. Can't afford a wasted visit, so needs action at the same time. What I mean by that is make those 2 balls potable and get the snooker at the same time. Yeah, that looks to be okay. I think he was definitely trying to take away the 1 cushion escape as well at the same time. Because with the 1 cushion escape, you are coming very close to potting that black ball if you make contact with it. So there we go. Has to use the bottom cushion.
Foul.
Yeah, slightly short. That's foul. Ball in hand now for Jason Turon. He is currently 3-1 down in this race to 9 men's semi-final Hayball category at the Commonwealth Billiard Championship. Now table pretty much open for stripes, well, more open than it was. It's just the 14 ball looks to be a little bit of a problem. Can he get there off the top cushion? Yeah, have a look at the cue ball. Oh, what a shot that is. He played it onto the 14. That is brilliant stuff from Jason, and getting that cue ball back into the middle of the table to now play the 14. That's a fantastic shot from him. Yeah, he did very well to develop the 14 there as we come up on 61 minutes remaining in this match. That was very nervy indeed. Cue ball tracking towards the center. Jason Turon gets his 2nd point on the board. Shivam Arora still leading 3 frames to 1.
Get your break, ball in hand, time running.
"60 minutes now remaining in the session here in the semi-finals of the Commonwealth Billiards Championship Hayball Division men's category. We have Jason Taron from South Africa against Shivam Arora from India. It is a race to 9. In that last frame, Jason getting his second point on the board. So now Shivam just leading by 1. Yeah, he's not too happy with the angle on this 10 ball. Yeah, looks to me like he wanted to be playing that 10 ball, getting the cue ball down for the 9 next. That hasn't worked out too well. I think we are going to see the jump cue coming out if he can't see at full ball. No, he can. Oh, he could just clip the 9. And this is not too bad, leaving the cue ball up table. This is not too bad at all from Jason. Keeping that cue ball up table is Shivam Arora. And score currently on the Hayball Plus table, Chandiga Caesar against Abdullah Hassan. Score is currently 3-all on that table. 56 minutes left to play in the Hayball session. The live stream to all the other tables here at the Commonwealth Billiards Championship is on wpalive.tv. Head over there, create a free account or use your Google account. It's very easy to do. And you can find all the links to every table. The TV tables have commentary and the Plus tables are just the live stream. But all the action, every shot, every match being streamed here at the Commonwealth Billiard Championship 2025 at the Revanala Attitude Hotel here in Mauritius. And Jason Taron is going to pick up his 3rd point in just a couple more shots. As there we see him landing nicely on this black ball to the right center pocket. And there it is, 3-all. So 3-all in both our semi-finals now. These are race to 9 matches. 55 minutes left on the clock, and when that clock stops, the match is over, even if the players are currently busy with a frame. And if the scores are tied, it will go to a penalty shootout, as we did see yesterday between Caesar and Chris Melling. So winner of this match plays the winner of Chandiga Caesar and Abdullah Hassan in the final of this tournament. That will be at 5:30 local time here in Mauritius. That's GMT +4, 5:30 p.m. we have the ladies finals for all divisions coming up at 3 p.m. That is our next session, 3 p.m. local time. And in the ladies hayball category, in the final is Vidya Pillai from India against Marina Jacobs from South Africa. That'll be a race to 7 at 3 p.m. GMT +4.
Score is 3-all. South Africa to break. Hold your hand, time running. Eagle break, open table.
He looks to be just double checking his route here now on the solids. But from what I've seen, he's very good at those small cue ball movements around small areas. As Shivam Arora is able to get that cue ball into tight spaces, be on the right side. Also adapts to the pace of the table really quickly, and that looks absolutely perfect on that 5 ball, but also leaving himself options. If he did go too far, he would have still been on the 4 as well. All about leaving yourself options. 51 minutes now left to play. Score currently 3-all in this race to 9 men's semi-final of the hayball division. Okay, he's not perfect now. So the way to play this is to go up table, a little bit of outside English, and come down the left side of the 7. But he has to make it past the stripe, and that's his worry, as you see him having a look at that. So you can't use any bottom here. You can't pull the cue ball. Otherwise it'll be going straight into the stripe. Yeah, he's not too happy with that one. Has he changed his shot choice? Going straight into the stripe. Better. Definitely much better. Taking the risk going into the stripe, and he looks to be nicely on that 7 to the center. Just gone past that black ball now, and he is snookered. Yeah, that's the problem when you are using object balls to cannon into. You're never certain of where the cue ball is going, and that's what just happened there when he was on that black ball. So This again where Shivam Arora not able to convert the point on the black ball brings Jason Turon back to the table. Now it looks to me like Shivam Arora is looking at the potting angle for this black ball, which means can he see the potting angle of this? Oh, what a shot that is. What a shot that is from Shivam Arora. Brilliant foresight to see that shot. Very nice from Shivam, and this has definitely put the pressure now on Jason, as it did look like he would have the upper hand, having more balls on the table, and there you go. That is what that black ball pressure does to you when there's a ball in the pocket. So Shivam takes his 4th point now, leading once again. So he has been leading all throughout this match thus far. Now leading Jason Turon from South Africa 4 frames to 3. And in our other match that is on Hayball Table 2, or the Hayball Plus table, which is on WPALive.tv, Abdullah Hassan from Tanzania currently leading Caesar Chandiga 4 frames to 3. So this is some really, really exciting stuff on these Hayball tables at the moment. And if you would like to see the action from the other Q sports here, we have snooker, black ball and 10 ball, head over to WPALive.tv and all that action is there waiting for you. So Abdullah Hassan currently leading Caesar Chandiga 4 frames to 3. We'll be updating you guys on those scores as they come through, and as much as we can. Final for the men's division will be at 5:30 p.m. GMT +4 local time here in Mauritius. Has made 2 balls on that break. A little bit of a cluster at the bottom. Really tries to generate as much power as he can, does Shivam, throughout that break. As you can see at the top of your screen on the 10-ball table, we have Kyle Akalu from South Africa against Darcy McKinley. That match is also live on WPALive.tv as well as the WPA Facebook page. So if you are looking for that match, find them there. Score currently 4-3 in favor of Darcy McKinley from Canada. And that is a race to 9 as well, semi-final match in the men's 10-ball division. So in that last frame, although Shivam had missed his opportunity to pot the black ball, Jason gave him the opportunity to come back to the table with full sight on that black ball. He placed it near the pocket and that put the pressure on Jason. Shivam able to get that 1 point lead back again. It's there, the pot is there, and a bump on the 5. He has a shot on this black ball to the bottom left corner pocket, and what a clearance this is once again from Shivam Arora. He is really on top form and ever so consistent, and it's there. It is there. Cue ball looks to be safe as well. Shivam Arora gets his 5th point on the board, leading 5 frames to 3 over South Africa's Jason Taron. This is a race to 9, 100-minute time limit on the match.
We got the break, ball in hand, time running.
I don't see a ball made by Jason Taron. Let's have a look at that once again. No. That 13 almost into the center, but no. Dry break brings Shivam back to the table, now leading by 2. There we see the score line. Shivam Arora leading by 2, 5 frames to 3. 41 minutes left on the match clock. Players do get 45 seconds per shot and 1 extension of 30 seconds per frame. That's nicely played from Shivam, coming around those bottom 2 angles to get position on this one to the center pocket. Needs a bit more pace in that cue ball. And all the other tables in play here currently, 2 tables in each category, all live on WPALive.tv, powered by 4 Cents. And as we see, Shivam is really tuned in at the moment. And you can see when a player is tuned in, when even if they go slightly off position, have to make a recovery shot, they make it so easily. I see Caesar Chandiga has equalized against Abdullah Hassan. Score now 4-all on Hayball Plus, or the second Hayball table here. That match is currently live on WPAlive.tv as well, but I will be updating you on the scores if you are watching this match. So score there currently 4-all. That is a race to 9 as well, with the clock ticking down, just under 40 minutes left now. You can see there is a gap for the 3-ball to be potted into the bottom left. It's just about cue ball pace, and he had it. He had the position, and that, what a frame that would have been to go 6-3 up with less than 40 minutes left. That would have been a big point for Shivam Arora. So you're going to see Jason straight away, combination rule here, 11 onto the 6. And try and get the cue ball safe from the 3. I think he has done so. Look at two-frame deficit with 38 minutes. It's nothing to worry about just yet. The problem is when the deficit is like 3 or 4 frames with less than 20 minutes to go. That's when things start to get difficult. That's when things start to get nervy. That's when you start to fight against the clock. So not only are you fighting your opponent, but you are fighting the clock as well. That's going to be a good hit. Is he going to make it to a cushion? Yes, he is. So legal shot, as you know in Hayball rules, after making contact with your object ball, you have to make contact with a cushion as well. But all that's done now is give Jason Taron an opportunity to clear this table. Yeah, this is going to be good. This is going to be good behind the 11. That's nice. Look, he is going to make this hit. I don't have a doubt about that, but it's not just about the hit now, is it? It's about getting that 3-ball near pocket, getting the cue ball safe as well. So it's not just about making contact. It's much more than that. The difference between a good contact and a bad contact can mean winning or losing the frame. So with this here, he's trying to actually pot this or get it very near. I think it's going to be short. It is. Ball in hand, Jason Taron. Yeah, so if you look at that shot, he could have come off the bottom cushion and made easy contact with the 3, but to what end? There was no safety after that. Very difficult to get it near a pocket, so decided to opt on the harder shot coming from the top cushion down. Much more difficult to judge that angle, especially while using the rest. Caesar Chandiga has taken the lead in his match. He leads now 5 frames to 4 over Abdullah Hassan from Tanzania. So yeah, this looking quite good for Jason Theron now to get his 4th point on the board. Just needs to make sure of these last 3 stripes and the black ball. So cue ball behind and around the 14. There we go. Very nicely done. Coming into the angle of the 11, getting really nice and close to his work. Black ball to the left center pocket. And that is much better from Jason Theron. This is nice to see. Gets his 4th point on the board. Trailing now by 1 as Shivam Arora still leads 5 frames to 4 in this race to 9 men's semi-final of the Hayball category here at the Commonwealth Billiard Championship here at the Revanala Attitude Hotel in Mauritius.
India.
Black ball, table, table, 30 minutes left in the session. 30 minutes left.
India leading the match 5-4. India to break. Ball in hand. Time running.
So players are back after their break. In a race to 9, players get a break after 9 frames completed. Score being 5-5-4 to Shiv. We did see Jason Turon able to make that finish in the last frame and get that 4th point on the board for himself. That's a nice stun run to get onto that 5 nicely. And now can Jason Turon start flowing? Releasing the 7 by bringing the 14 out. 7 is released to that bottom left corner pocket. And in the other match on table 2, Caesar Chandiga is still up 5 frames to 4 over Abdullah Hassan. That match and all the other matches in the Q Sport disciplines here at the Commonwealth Billiard Championship is live on WPAlive.tv. You'll also find a couple of streams on the Joy World Able Tour Facebook page, YouTube page, as well as the WPA Facebook page as well. Yeah, I wanted to bump into the 2 with that one. If he bumped into the 2, released it out into the open, would have been nicely on the 3. Also from where we are sitting, the black ball looks to be tied up at the moment, so you are going to see a tactical shot now from Jason Turon. Bring the 3 out into open play, but it's not the greatest. Would have liked that outside the center pocket at least. ball in hand here for Shivam Arora. So he's managed to get that ball in hand that he wanted. Still having a look at that black ball and 9 ball. It is tied up. 24 minutes left on the clock. Yeah, now with time ticking down, these frames and these shots are going to become so important. As if the entire match is not important, it is very, very important. It's just with time adds a different pressure to things. A little bit of a different pressure when time is involved. You are looking at the clock, watching the clock, especially if you are the player that is currently down. Every visit of your opponents eating away at the time. Every frame they take, putting the pressure on you. Tough place to be. Lucky for Jason Theron, the deficit is only 1 frame at the moment, and he has to try and not let it get too far. Either tie this match up or somehow just, come back in the next frame to keep it at 1 at least. And we were saying that black ball was tied up, but have a look at this. This is absolutely brilliant stuff from Shivam Arora. It was tied to his stripe, but he had to get absolutely perfect on that stripe to put it into the center. And even that previous shot to get position on the black ball. Brilliant stuff from Shivam. As he takes his 6th point, he now leads Jason Theron by 2 points. 6 frames to 4. Race to 9 in this men's semi-final of the Hayball division here at the Commonwealth Billiards Championship.
India leading the match 6-4. South Africa to break. Ball in hand. Time running.
Yeah, he's made a ball. He has made a ball. 7 into the top right corner pocket. And that is a really nice break from Jason Theron. Exactly what he needs with the clock ticking down. He is trailing by 2 frames. Score is currently 6-4 to Shivam Arora. 20 minutes left on the clock. That's more than enough time. I mean, we have seen Chris Melling finish a frame in about 2 minutes, 2 minutes 30. Yesterday made that clearance in about 1 minute 30. That legendary clearance to make it 7-all against Caesar Chandiga and force the penalty shootout. Unforgettable stuff at this tournament, and here we go again with another cracker of a match between these two players. We knew it was going to be really close from the get-go, and nothing much separating them. I mean, 2 frames, not much in a race to 9, especially if Jason can get this point on the board, get it back to 1. I'm just worried about that 15. That 15 looks like it only pots into the bottom right corner pocket. Yeah, trying to squeeze whatever angle he could out of that ball to the center. So now you're playing this 15 into the bottom right. You are... yeah, I think you are going to get a kiss off the black ball if you play it direct. No, he was able to pass it nicely. Nicely done from Jason. Just avoiding the kiss on that black ball. Cue ball comes around, not behind the one. Not behind the one of all the places on the table. Jason Taron. Jump cue out for sure. And he knows this shot. This is Jason Taron's shot. Just a little bit too much power in that one. I've seen him make that shot before, and that is unfortunate from Jason Taron. Just not getting the position he wanted on that black ball. So advantage to Shivam Arora. Yeah, that was going to change the entire complexion of this match if he would have landed perfectly on that black ball, or just having sight of it at least. Got a touch. Cue ball touches the cushion. That is a legal shot. So now Shivam's the kind of player who's going to attack. Yeah, I feel he has to attack. You can't be playing the clock. You know you 2 points ahead with 17 minutes to go. It's not enough. It's not the time to be relaxing or slowing down the game. It's the time to carry on pushing, because when you tend to do that, from what I've seen, that's when you let your opponent back. And with 17 minutes to go, one good break, one good clearance, and your opponent is right back in the game. Let's have a look at the score on the other table while we have a second. Let's refresh those scores. Those scores are on digitalpool.com. Search Commonwealth and you can find all the matches here for Hayball, 10-ball and Blackball. Snooker is on the IBSF page. And all the streams on WPAlive.tv, all 8 tables, 2 tables per discipline. Yeah, the score on the other table, Abdullah Hassan against Caesar Chandiga, currently at 5 apiece, as we see Shivam Arora making that mistake. If that was in, that was going to be his 7th point, but he hasn't left this easy for Jason. So is Jason going to take this into the center pocket? The double is not on. One is in the way even of the cross bank. I don't think you risk taking this to the top corner. I think you have to go center. He's gone for it. And it's not there. And as I've said before, this point would make such a big difference in this match. It's the difference between Jason being down by 1 or Jason being down by 3. Now that wouldn't be such an issue without a time limit. Race to 9, you know, you can always come back. But the difference it makes based on the time limit and the time ticking down, 15 minutes left to play. Referee calls 15 seconds left on his shot. Players get 45 seconds per shot, 1 extension of 30 seconds per frame. He's going for the 6 to the top. With the referee counting down from 5, talk about pressure on her shot. If he missed that, Jason would have definitely had that point. No matter what happens in this match, massive respect to both players, but also massive respect to Shivam Arora. He is playing one of the best international hayball players in the world in Jason Turon, making it to the top 24 at the recent Joy Masters Grand Finals. And the way he has held his nerve against Jason is absolute class stuff from Shivam Arora as he takes his 7th point, now leading by 3. He's up 7-4 against Jason Turon from South Africa in this men's semi-final match here at the Commonwealth Billiard Championships at the Revanala Attitude Hotel here in Mauritius.
Media leading them at 7-4. India to break. Ball in hand. Time running.
Where's the cue ball? Safe on the table, but he has potted the ball on that break. Oh, what a pot that is. What a pot that is to secure stripes for Shivam Arora, and he's off again. 7-4 up in a race to 9, men's semi-final. He is playing Jason Turon from South Africa. And what a performance thus far from this player. Recently signed with Q Lees as well, did Shivam Arora. So both these players, Q Lees players, but I can see why they also have taken Shivam as one of their international players. And this is why. That run out in about 1 minute 30, 2 minutes. Break and run from Shivam Arora as he goes 8-4 up in this race to 9 against Jason Turon. That opening shot, look at that. Opening up the 12 as well with that shot.
I will game over. They have 10 minutes left in the session. 10 minutes left.
South Africa to break. Ball in hand. Time running.
Jason to break in this frame. He is currently 8-4 down against Shivam Arora in this race to 9. I think we just have under 10 minutes left to play. There we go, 9 minutes 30 left to play in the semi-final. 8-4 in favor of Shivam Arora. Yeah, those slight mistakes from Jason Turon the main one coming at 8-4 down to make it at 5-4 down to make it 5-all. That was the mistake. I think cost him a lot in this match. The match isn't over yet. 9 minutes to play. Yeah, and that's what I mean. When time is an issue, you have to start playing slightly faster. You have no choice. You are watching a clock, of course. So you don't want to be taking 30 seconds per shot if you are the player that's down. And yeah, it's a tough place to be when you are 3 or 4 frames down. Jason Turon smashes in that black ball, gets that 5th point on the board for himself. So 8-5, 7 minutes 50. That was a quick frame, I believe 1 minute 32 minutes. This is not over, ladies and gentlemen. I can assure you that this is not over. Yeah, absolutely. Smash that in. So Shivam Arora to break, score 8-5 now in favor of him against Jason Turon. And that is looking like a dry break, legal break. We have Jason coming to the table quite quickly. Yeah, he's made that stripe and he's opened them up a bit, but that 2 has still stayed on the table at the bottom. Can't really afford to play safe, can you? I mean, you have to go for everything. 6 minutes 30 left, trailing by 3. It's not there. And that'll bring your opponent back to the table, and that's the worst part about the clock ticking down, because you know your opponent has 45 seconds per shot. And yeah, we didn't see misses like that from Shivam the entire match. And yeah, he can't afford to take his foot off the pedal here, because, I mean, you just saw what Jason did in the previous frame. But he's also missed, so both players now missing some shots they wouldn't usually miss. I can understand for Jason, he's playing against the clock, fighting that clock and the scoreline. Five minutes left on the clock. Jason Turon from South Africa currently trailing by 3 frames, 8-5 down against Shivam Arora from India. Beautiful, beautiful combination shot from Jason. And in potting his ball after the opponent's ball, he is still on the table. Another one, another combination shot from him, and yeah, this is looking like he possibly can get another point on the board quickly. Where is he taking the stripe to? It looks like center. It's there. Black ball free as well. Black ball's also going to be going into that center pocket. Here it comes. And he has missed the black ball. Oh my word. Jason Turon has conceded. Shivam Arora through to the final of the Commonwealth Billiard Championships Hayball category. Oh my word. What a match that was. Brilliant stuff from both players. Big congratulations to both of them for reaching this far. And a massive congratulations to Shivam Arora, our first finalist for the Hayball category here at the Commonwealth Billiards Championship. That final will be at 5:30 p.m. local time here in Mauritius. Just before we sign off, we have Caesar Chandiga leading by 6 frames to 5. Now 7 frames to 5 over Abdullah Hussein from Tanzania. Let's check that score. Yes, 7-5 currently, 3 minutes left. So if the scores stay the same, it will be Shivam Arora from India against Caesar Chandiga from Uganda. Absolutely class stuff here at the Commonwealth Billiard Championship. I'm your commentator, Raymond Tilak, for the Hayball category. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we will be back in just under an hour, 3 p.m. local time, for the ladies' final. That is Vidya Pillay against Marina Jacobs from South Africa. Cheers guys, signing off.